Okay, I don't know about you, but in recent years I've become irritated with silly little sayings which are being used all over the place, which seem to be part of this weird, creeping and creepy liberal agenda. All right, the two I'm going to raise a, ugh, excuse me, ugh. The two I'm going to raise right now are takeaways and reaching out. Okay. Now, these phrases, in my opinion, have been intentionally inserted into parlance in what you might call the mainstream for particular reasons. Now, I don't know about the takeaways thing, but definitely reaching out. Okay? Now, I first came across this reaching out thing during or around the time of COVID, right? Reaching out implies that you are isolated. Okay, getting in touch with someone, communicating with someone, communicating with someone, contacting someone, just imply that you are approaching someone. But reaching out, in my opinion, implies isolation. Thank you for reaching out. Reaching out. Yeah, that implies you're in a condition of peril or some sort of threat or upset. Okay? So, combined with the general intention to try to cause people to feel demoralized, weak, and as though everyone's a little victim, I think that this one was was inserted into common parlance through the media with the intention of trying to further that aim, to try and make people feel even more afraid, demoralized, weak, and fragile. Reaching out! Reaching out! Alright, that's how it sounds when people say it. Okay? It's. How do I put this? I don't know. I don't use it. If I were to catch myself using it, I would be horrified. The other one is takeaways. Here are the takeaways. So there seems to be this intention to standardize this nonsense, artificial, fake. I wouldn't say world, because the world's as it always has been. As it always has been. It's the mainstream media, shall we say, which I think is the tool of the people who are trying to ruin the world and try and make it into this artificial make-believe thing that they can use to control the masses. Alright? Takeaways. The key takeaways from whatever it is that you've been reading. So you go onto a website now, and it's very, very formulaic, and at the end, there's this takeaways section. Oh, this is what you need to put in your brain to proceed with whatever task it is you wanted information about. Okay, this I cannot stand. All of these phrases that are just inserted into the mainstream media, and then you see other people repeating them, regurgitating them, people who don't think for themselves, using these phrases. And oh my goodness, it's pretty disgusting, really. There are other such phrases, but these are the two ones that came to mind, and that's why I made this video. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on this topic for now. What else? What other weird and wonderful phrases are there? I don't know. To me, it's very clear and apparent, though, that such terminology is used, it's inserted. It's not organically generated by people, just thinking, oh, how do I say such, whatever I want to say. These phrases have a specific intention. And like I say, coupled with the clear intention to demoralize and cause people to demoralize people and cause them to feel fragile, weak, and as though they're victims, I see this, I don't know what you'd call it, word introduction word introduction, I don't know how else to put it, happening. Phrase introduction, I don't know what you call it. But yeah, it bugs the hell out of me. I don't like it at all. I know that language evolves naturally, and I know that words and phrases come along, but I don't like some of these phrases which are being used. I find them to be indicative of this desire to have everyone behave in this strange way, in this fake artificial world of make-believe where everyone's having a perfect little harmonious life, which doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Reality is much... It, you could tell, you could feel that things were real years ago. You know? You could feel that things were real. Now there's this artificial paint job that's continually being applied, and it's not going to stick because it's not authentic. If it was coming from within society, if it was coming naturally from people, you could feel it, it would feel organic, it would feel natural. This isn't what's happening. This stuff is being painted on, and it can't stick. It has to be continually painted on because it just flakes off, it just disappears because it's so artificial. And that's why it feels artificial. And I have to say that a lot of people around, they're just like zombies. They just go, oh, okay, I'll say this from now on then. Oh, people are saying this. Oh, well, I'll say that from now on. You know, people just following the herd. And if you can actually see it happening, it disgusts you. People just copying and following. Oh my goodness me. But then, you know, those who would seek to control people have decided to just lie to them all the time and carry on lying and lying. Oh my goodness, it's disgusting. There's no authenticity. You can tell when something's authentic if you've got a mind to see it, if you've got a mind to know what you're looking for. You can see when things are authentic. So all this lying it's a sticky, nasty, disgusting paint that these idiots are just painting society with, thinking that people won't notice. Oh, if we keep on painting and painting lies, people won't... Come off it. What's wrong with you people? You think that people just won't notice that you're painting lies over society? You're trying to paint society a certain way? It's ridiculous. Like, when you're using a website, how many times have you seen the female form depicted as though she's got this massive thick neck, these gigantic arms? Oh, it's disgusting. Is that feminism? Is it? The complete undermining of the feminine form? It's psychological manipulation using imagery and using words. And if you can't see it, you are flat stupid. And if you go along with it, if you can see it and you go along with it, you're flat, I don't know, weak I guess. Weak of mind, weak of morals. I think, honestly, most people see it. A fraction of people don't see it. And then there's people who see it and are disgusted and appalled by it. And then there are people who just go along with it for an easy ride, an easy life. But I would still maintain the majority of people see it. And it's disgusting. And it's going to be up to people like me who see it and also find it disgusting and want to do something about it, who actually fix this issue. And the scumbags who are doing it are going to be pushed out of the way. And the people who don't really bother either way will say, oh, well, that's nice, and I'll just carry on anyway. But at least things will be fixed. At least the world will be kept in a decent condition by people who actually care enough to do the work necessary to keep it in a good condition. I'm one of those people. I'm not the only one. It's not easy, but it will be done. It will be done by people like me, who have had enough of this nonsense. So, there are silly little phrases that are used, and then there are images of a certain style which are used to try to manipulate people. And the fact that it exists and the fact that the people doing it really, really kind of think they're getting away with it is disgusting. And that's that. I'm not the only one who sees it.